Hi, this is Brady Holt again, and I'm the Director of Performance at Quest Performance here in Cool Springs. One of the things I'm going to show you guys today is an exercise called cross behind lunge. The cross behind lunge is something that I'll use as part of my dynamic warm-up for my athletes if we're going to do a speed or a power session, just to get the hips mobilized and ready to go, especially if we're going to work on doing some lateral movement or some hip stabilizing movement. So the cross behind lunge, very similar to some other motions like a lateral squat. Where we place our feet is incredibly important. So if I'm going to have an athlete do this motion, they're going to set their foot. We want to try to keep the weight on the front heel, and then we're going to sink through, crossing behind, creating a really good stretch here in the abductors of this right hip. So if I'm going to do this from a motion standpoint, I've got to create a lane for one foot and then try to create another lane for my other foot. So if I use this line here as a reference point, and then I'm going to cross behind and have my left toe behind this line. As I sink through, I'm keeping this left hip forward. I'm trying to maintain my posture, but letting my hip flex. And then I'm going to drive through that heel to come up, and then I'm going to sink through it again. Notice I'm keeping this front foot in this lane, the rear foot in the other lane, and as I drive up, I'm able to sink through, and I can coordinate my arm motion to match what's going on with my legs. So I've seen quite a few different athletes here that claim to be able to squat quite a bit of weight, but then at the same time when I get them in this position, they just completely collapse to the ground. So there's a lot of huge benefits here from strengthening the hips, as well as mobilizing the hips, as well as just teaching the athlete to be in good coordinated athletic positions, hopefully putting them in a better position to be successful when they hit the field.